Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video, as you can see from the title, I'm going to tell you guys how to detect your soulmate. This is going to be for mostly people who are ready to settle down. Even if you're not ready to settle down, you could still watch this video, and maybe when you're ready to settle down, you'll know all the information that you need to know. So I'm just gonna get straight to it because I don't want to keep dabbling. I have a feeling I'm gonna be all over the place in this video. I'm just gonna start off. I'm gonna be talking a little bit about soulmates and relationships. I have my laptop here. I wrote everything down so I can be on point with this whole video. Everything I say in this video will make things so much clearer for you by the time you finish watching it. So make sure you watch all the way to the end. Starting with soulmate, I know when I say soulmate, you guys are probably thinking about oh, somebody that you love or somebody that loves you back. I'm gonna get the Google definition for y'all. So on Google it says a person ideally suited to another as a close friend or a romantic partner. So technically your soulmate is not only a romantic partner, it could be a friend too. Like me, I believe that my best friends are my soulmate, but you can have multiple soulmates. In my own words, I believe that a soulmate is someone brought to you by God to complement your life. So your soulmate is not somebody that you feel like you can't live without. That isn't enough for you to detect that someone is your soulmate. There are 3 different types of people you meet in life. And I'm talking about, well, it could be relationships and friendships. Your company will promote your life, complement your life, or slow you down. Now, the company that promotes your life, these are the people that you meet when you are broken, and then you use them to fill that void so you could feel better, happier. The company that complements your life is the soulmate. As I said, your soulmate will complement your life. Now when I say complement your life, what that means is your soulmate take the qualities that they had before the relationship and they bring it into the relationship and put it together with your qualities and become one, not changing each other but improving each other's life with all of the qualities that you have. Now you have the company that comes in your life to slow you down, and these are the people that comes into your life and distracts you. An example of that I have is one of my closest friends ever. Ever since I knew her, she was the most hardworking person ever. Basically, she always kept her guard up just to stay focused and completing her goals and doing everything that she wants. She finally meets someone and decided to let her guard down. And you know, like all of us, we're not aware of the things that people do behind our back. The relationship didn't last. So she was just telling me the other day how she feels like she lost so much focus while she was in a relationship because she feel like it was a distraction for her. Like all her job, like she literally has 3 jobs. She felt like she lost all focus into her work and everything that she do. We always make sacrifices for relationships. We have to make time for the other person. The sacrifices that she made was making more time for him, not working as hard as she used to because she just wanted to be with him. She's just realizing that now, so that's what she was telling me. But of course, she's back on her grind. And also me, my last long-term relationship, I met this person before college. We were going to the same college, so I feel like if I didn't meet this person, I would have been 100% more focused in college, my schoolwork, and my job, and everything else that I had going on in my life. But you know what? It's life. We live and we learn. Know that before you detect who your soulmate is, it's a whole process that you have to go through, you guys. Before you start this process, you have to get your soul more evolved. And you have to be more evolved mentally, spiritually, guys, because you attract what you are. And the reason why I say that is because you don't want a soulmate that is equal of you while you are broken. Now you're going to be 2 broken people in a relationship. and obviously that is not gonna work. That does not work. If you know you have issues that you need to work on within, it is best that you take your time to work on them before going out there and date or be in relationships. As I said before, a soulmate is someone that God chooses for you, right? And there are two types of relationships in this world: the one you're meant to be in and the one that you put yourself in because of our free will. And with those two relationships, there are also two types of marriages. And because of our free will, we go on earth roaming around doing whatever we want. And that's why you have to make sure that God chose the person that you're with before you marry them. And I feel like in relationships we should add that too, so you don't end up in a relationship or a marriage that you are not meant to be in and you're just stuck there. Because as I said before, relationships can distract you if it's the wrong one. So you should really take your time, work on yourself, better yourself, become a better person, and then you can go out there. So for the people that are dating multiple people, here's what I'm gonna say about that. Everything in life needs purpose, but dating doesn't have purpose, because dating is like, let me see, let me see what this can lead to. Let me see if this can go somewhere. Let me see if this can become something greater than it is. And that is cool, but it doesn't have purpose, because you're dating multiple people and there is also a possibility that none of those people is your soulmate or meant to be settling down with you or meant to be in your life. So dating multiple people is another thing that we're doing with our free will, and it is not God bringing those people into our lives. And that includes people who date in dating websites or blind dates or group dates. You see, when you know your soulmate, you know there is no questioning it or doubting it. So if you don't know, then they are not your soulmate. Now, I know a lot of people in relationships are sometimes in denial. A lot of us know when someone is not good for us. We still stay in a relationship because we're so invested in them. Our time is so invested in them, and we're blind by the love. I myself have been in that situation where I knew someone wasn't for me, or that it was gonna end bad at one point. It was actually my last serious relationship, but I was just so afraid because of my self-esteem. I had really low self-esteem during that relationship, and my codependency, terrible, which I'm gonna talk to you guys about, because I know a lot of y'all are codependent. So I'm going to talk about that in a little while. I seen this post on Instagram that said, "Lord, if this guy is not for me, why you keep sending him back?" That was my face, because what? Girl, that is not the Lord sending him back, and you know that. And you know that. You know that he's not for you. Why are you questioning the Lord? You allow him to come back into your life. You allow yourself to go back into his life. That is not the Lord sending him back. That is so toxic to think that. There's definitely something that you need to work on in yourself if you do think that God is sending you this man every single time it doesn't work and he comes back. God is not sending him. He's sending himself. That's the devil, child. That's the devil. Sending himself, and you're allowing it to come back every time. And there is a lesson in that. Like I told you guys, I don't talk about anything that I haven't experienced. So there is a lesson in that. Something that I myself have learned too. When you keep allowing somebody back into your life over and over and over again, after God continuously showed you that they are not meant for you, that they're not doing anything for you, they don't deserve you, that they don't really love you, and you keep allowing them back into your life continuously, that person is gonna keep coming back until you learn your lesson the hard way. And you don't want to learn your lesson the hard way, trust me, because that's when the truth reveals itself. that is when everything is much more clearer to you. And trust me, that hurts so much more than if you got yourself out of the situation earlier on. I myself wished I went the easier way. I mean, sometimes the truth is good because it actually reveals a lot and helps you heal a better way. Of course, you're more hurt, but if you heal the proper way, it is kind of better. But like I was saying, that is so toxic. And what this reveals about yourself is that you have things that you need to work on from within. Maybe it's trauma in the past or abandonment issues, or you just have really low self-esteem. And the thing is, mentally, you don't really believe that you will meet somebody else better than this man that you're allowing back into your life over and over, or this woman. You don't really believe that you deserve better or you will find better than that woman. And I think deep down you guys know that, but it's so deep down though that you can't really see it. So I think deep down you guys know that these people are not meant for you. They're not meant to be in your life, and that's why you're questioning it. Because let me tell you something, love is not questionable. Love is not questionable. When it's here, you will be sure. The truth is just so deep down within yourself, you can't really see it. You need to spend some time alone in your head and peace and quiet and think about the things that are going on in your life so you can see it more clearly without anyone else's influence. I get it. It's okay to talk to your friends about your problems, but sometimes it's good to sit and think about it in your head too. Even if you have to talk out loud by yourself, do that, because I do it sometimes. I don't care. I talk to myself. I talk to myself in the shower. It's okay. I'm not embarrassed. You know why I say you guys know that? Because if this ask yourself this question. Ask yourself right now. If this person was treating you right, would you be questioning this? If this person wasn't cheating on you, would you be questioning this? If this person really loved you, would you be questioning this? If this person deserved you, if you felt like they deserved you, would you be questioning? There's just so many questions you have to ask yourself sometimes to get the truth. You guys have to ask yourself these questions and think about it. Take some time alone. Think about everything that is going on in your life. Figure out what it is that you want and what it is that you deserve. I was watching Ciara, the artist, interview on how she met Russell Wilson, and she was talking about how she took time alone after the breakup with Future to think about the things in her life, to think about her relationship with Future, to think about the relationship that her mother and her father had for years and how he treated her. Think about all of those things and figure out what she deserved. And she did figure out what she deserved. That she knew what she wanted in a relationship. She knew what she should be receiving in a relationship. And guess what happened after that? She met Russell Wilson. And trust me, you guys, I know it's hard to just get rid of somebody you love out of your life. I know it's hard to face the truth, but sometimes that is what's best for you. Isn't it better to just save yourself the heartbreak? I'm about to start with the keys. The keys to detecting your soulmate. Number 1, chemistry. Make sure there is chemistry. If there's no chemistry, you can't go to the next step. Get rid of them. And I'm talking about the same day you met them. First conversation. Because I know some of you might say, oh, things takes time, real relationships takes time, you build that chemistry, you build that connection, whatever. No, if there's no chemistry, the first conversation, get rid of them. I'm telling you, you guys, there are signs out there that you see on the first day, first conversation, and then you just ignore the red flags. You ignore it, and then you get your heart broken. I don't want your heart broken in 2021, because this generation is just full of people with broken hearts, and I really want that cycle to end. So I'm here to help y'all. Okay, so keep in mind that chemistry is not the only thing that you need, and it doesn't mean that that person is your soulmate just because you have chemistry. Because trust me, you can have chemistry with many different people. Just like I said, you can have many different soulmates. You can have chemistry with 100 people, 50 people. So it doesn't mean that this person is your soulmate or meant to be with you. And that's why you have to keep watching to get the other keys to confirm that this person is your soulmate. Having chemistry with many different people is what confuses men and women. Now, a lot of them cheat because of chemistry. Because you're in a relationship or a marriage and you have chemistry with somebody else and you're over here thinking, oh shit, the vibe is great. Maybe this person is the one. Don't be a slave to your chemistry. Don't be a slave to your chemistry. Now, what that means is don't go around getting in relationships with people because you have chemistry. Don't be a slave to it. How many of you had or have a boyfriend or girlfriend or in a marriage right now or been in a marriage where you had chemistry with someone else, a friend, a best friend, a friend's friend, your best friend's friend, someone you just met in line at Starbucks, someone you met at the pizza shop or the chicken shop, and you start thinking, oh, I like this person, or you start having thoughts like, maybe you like this person. You start questioning whether or not you like this person or this person likes you, or you start questioning your marriage or your relationship. I know we all been there. Now you can decide to act on that, or you can be smarter, because guess what that means? It means nothing. That just means you have something in common with the person. Like you share the same type of music. I've been a slave to my chemistry before. I thought people were my soulmate because I thought people were my soulmate because we both love the same music. If you know me, you know how important I take my music. I thought somebody was my soulmate because we both love Drake and J. Cole, and they were both our favorite artists. You can think somebody's your soulmate because you love the same type of music, the same type of movies, the same type of books, the same type of, clothes. Y'all dress the same. These are basically things that create something that you both can share with each other and spend time doing. It doesn't mean anything. Number 2, connection. This connection is something that is pulling you towards this person. You're both eager to go further with each other. That means you just met them and you want to be in a relationship, or you're already in a relationship, you want to marry. That's what this means. There's a sense of need to be together, but there's a catch to that need, because some needs can be very unhealthy. If it is a soulmate, the need will be mutual. Have you ever met someone and y'all are talking, or y'all are dating, or in a relationship or whatever, and they're just giving you so much attention? You text at 1:30, they reply at 1:30. They ready to do everything for you. They're ready to marry you. You ever met someone like that where you're just so eager to do so much and you're just like overwhelmed by that? Or you just become uninterested? Or in your head you're thinking like, damn, slow down. Give me some space. Or you pull the, I think I need some time to work on myself. Or it's the other person that tells us to take our time and slow down. And guess what? Things still don't end up working out. So that's what I mean by the connection and the need have to be mutual. You both have to be feeling the same exact thing. And how do you know that the other person is going through the same thing? You know, they will tell you. They will let you know straight up. I can't wait to see you. I just want to take you out tonight. Or just the next thing I'm going to talk about is going to confirm that there is a true chemistry and connection. Number 3, you must be whole. Number 3 is wholeness. What that means is if you know you're whole, you will know if the chemistry and the connection is real. When you are broken and your heart is broken, it is more possible that you become codependent, and codependency can create fake connections, especially unnecessary soul ties. You see, you can have all of those things with somebody, chemistry and a connection, but if you're broken, you cannot tell if it's real or not. Now, if you go on with this relationship while you're broken, which a lot of us are doing in this generation because we don't take time to process things and go through it. Instead, we go into relationships while we're broken, and that's why things are not working out. Now, when you go on in this relationship while you're broken, what happens is it feels like love. That's when you feel like you must be around them always, and they are here to fill that hole. So if they're not here, you feel empty. And these are the type of people that say, oh, you complete me. You make me feel alive. These are the things those type of people say. And it's not okay to say that. You can be in love with someone, but come on now. You complete me. I feel empty without you. A soulmate does not fill a void. A soulmate complements you. They bring the qualities that they have put together with your qualities, and you both complement each other's destiny. If you do think that you're empty without someone, there's a problem. Something is wrong. Don't let loneliness bring yourself to unnecessary soul tie. If you love you, protect yourself and your heart. Be comfortable with being alone. I decided to work on myself and learn how to love myself again. Learn to be comfortable being alone and enjoy myself while I am alone. And it's been great so far. I am still working on myself, and it's been a progress, which I think I should make a video on the journey and also help you guys how to go through that journey. I might make a video on it. So what I did was I spoke to God, because I do feel like I met my soulmate. And I was aware of my problems, and I was aware of all of this when I finally did realize that this person was my soulmate. So I spoke to God, and I told God, don't even bring my soulmate into my life, because I am not ready. I know I'm not ready, and if you do bring him into my life, it's not gonna work out. My codependency will drain that person and drive them away. I have faith, and I believe that everything happens for a reason. So I believe that in a way, God did keep this person away from me, because there is things in our way right now. You know, natural life things happen. For the people that know me, side note, I am not talking about the person I was in a long-term relationship with. Before y'all start thinking things, it is not that person. Guys, you know what it is, and you know what it's not. And even when you don't know, you know that it's not. Like I said, I believe that I've met my soulmate. Not all the time we meet our soulmate when we are fixed or healthier mentally and physically, or after our soul and our spirit is evolved. We can meet them while we are broken, but it is up to you to decide to keep this person away or avoid starting any relationship with this person, because you can sabotage your soulmate. You can. And so that is why I decided to work on myself and ask God to not bring this person into my life until I am ready. The thing is, if it's your soulmate, you won't be afraid to let them go. I know a lot of people that love someone so much, they're afraid to let them go, or they're just afraid of that person out of their life. I'm not afraid to let this person go, because guess what? I trust God, and you can trust God too. Because if it's your soulmate, He will bring it back. If you're afraid to let them go and try to hold on to them in a desperate way because, oh, you're so afraid, you want them to be gone forever, there is something wrong. they're not your soulmate. I mean, you don't seek your soulmate. God presents them to you at the right time, when he knows you're ready, when he knows they're ready, at his timing, not your timing. Because I know you have free will, but you have to trust God. And you seeking is telling God you don't trust him, as if you know if he's ready or not. Sometimes God has to build you and that person up to be equals. Another thing, your soulmate is your equal. Your soulmate is not lesser than you. You're not lesser than your soulmate. You are equal. Now, what connects you to your soulmate is not physical attraction. It's not sex. It's not money, material things or anything like that. It's about their spirit. A lot of people always say love at first sight, but it's not at first sight. What happened with you meeting this person was you met them and they said something, and whatever that person said moved you to fall in love with their spirit. Another word for that, their energy, I guess. Because I just want to use terms that people are saying now so you guys can understand it. Because body will get old. That big butt, them big boobs, it will get old and saggy. And when they do get old and saggy, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna look at them and say you're not attracted to them, you don't love them anymore because they're saggy? Or are you gonna ignore all of that and fall in love with the person's spirit? You and your soulmate were lost and y'all were brought back together. It's gonna be weird because when you do meet your soulmate, universe or God, universe and God is the same thing, will make you both cross paths several moments. And I don't mean that random come outside text. When you get that random text 2 to 3 months later, come outside, we need to talk. I know how toxic y'all are. Y'all probably thinking, oh, he said come outside, let's talk. After 2 months later, he still loves me. It's meant to be. We're soulmates. No, I don't mean that. What that is, that cross paths thing. Remember how I said talk to God, and you need to be whole enough to tell if the connection and the chemistry is real, and you need to be whole enough to be able to tell God that you're not ready to meet your soulmate, that you're okay with being with yourself right now. Now, after you confirm all of those 3 keys, chemistry, connection, and wholeness, you will need divine confirmation. Now, you need to ask God for confirmation. Is this real? Is this the person you're supposed to be with? Because you've talked to God about keeping this person away. Now you need God to send you a sign. You're religious and you're dating someone right now, or you're in a relationship with someone, or you're in a marriage with someone. If you didn't have a word from God or a sign from God, then you shouldn't be with that person. And when you get that divine confirmation, you will know. Trust me, you will know. Because it will feel holy. You'll be like, what? Oh my God. If you ask God for the sign, he will give it to you. Trust me, he will give it to you. I've asked for God for signs many times. I've had to for signs if somebody's doing something behind my back. And trust me, I've received all of them. Yep. Number 5, you have to have purpose. Know yourself, know who you are, and know what you were put in this earth to do. Why are you giving yourself to someone and you don't know yourself or what you're giving? The worst thing you can do is get into a serious relationship or a marriage and later on find your purpose. Your purpose can change your life around. People will find their purpose in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 20s. We all have different paths. We all don't find our purpose at the same exact time or age. So this is why you make sure you know your purpose. It can change a lot about you and who you are. Now, what do you do when you figure out you're not the same person you were before you married this person or before you got in a relationship with this person? And that's another reason why people grow apart. If you came across this video, this is a sign for many of you. For some, it's to tell you that there is hope. For some, it's to tell you not to give up. Some, it's to tell you to get ready for your journey. For some, it's to help you while you're on your journey to becoming whole. Some, is to encourage you to end the bad toxic relationship that you are in right now. And if you're going to end a relationship because you felt everything I've said in this video, know that you're doing this for you and not the other person. Because I know a lot of people, when you are ending things with them, most of the time they tend to get into your head. They tend to start putting a lot of blame on you and start to make you feel bad for your decision. Like, you could be so sure about your decision right now while you're watching the video, and you go to your significant other trying to end things with them. They're going to start blaming you or sweet talk you, and then you start second guessing yourself. Do not fall for it. The come outside, let's talk, text, the calls, the all of a sudden attention being shown to you. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. Trust me, it's not the end of the world. It is a new beginning for you. It is just the beginning, and God has a plan for you. Pray that you're breaking up manipulation, lies, soul ties, heart ties with the wrong people, and that your self-worth comes back. Pray that when you get lonely, you don't try to pursue things like an addiction. Pray God heals you. Thank you for watching, you guys. If you've made it to the end, make sure you make a big thumbs up to this video. Make sure you comment what you thought about the video, what your decision will be after watching this, or if you want me to make a certain type of video, make sure you comment down. And make sure you subscribe to this channel because I have so much more I need to talk to you guys about. And I will see you guys next time.